Hi, my name is Mark and I'm with Traktor. Traktor provides a fully digital, mobile-ready solution for both farmers in emerging markets and the businesses that serve them. For farmers, we provide distance learning and decision support. For business, Traktor opens up the possibility of modern e-commerce and advertising. Georgian farmers already know us through digital educational videos that we've been releasing since September last year. From this experience, we know that farmers lack access to knowledge and information. Institutions for agricultural extensions are often severely underfunded, and formal education is not within the reach of the average farmer. Businesses, on the other hand, lack effective tools for online sales, marketing, and outreach. Although they're increasingly interested in using technologies to improve their business, development costs are usually also prohibitive. Getting information out to farmers used to be costly. Rising internet penetration rates are starting to change that equation. The fact that farmers are connecting to the internet won't change everything overnight, but it will make things a lot easier. And being based in Georgia gives us a unique advantage in testing that assumption, as internet connectivity rates here in Georgia are significantly higher than in other parts of the world. For now. The time is ripe for a fully digital, mobile-ready application for farmers in emerging markets, with rich content and intelligent solutions to connect farmers to the businesses that serve their needs. Traktor provides farmers with information and knowledge, like advanced weather data, market price information, and video-based distance learning. Through Farm Help, our digital consultancy model, we allow farmers to connect to businesses that serve them, from input suppliers to financial services providers. In turn, this allows businesses to perform online marketing and sales in ways that were not available to them until this point in time. Traktor provides farmers with three things. First of all, decision support. We'll provide high-quality weather data from Aware, a Colorado-based company that specializes in weather-based decision support for farmers. We've also built a model to collect and visualize market price information. Where we don't have access to reliable external data sources, we can collect the data ourselves, straight from our users. Our digital crop calendar and Power Tips modules will provide farmers with a comprehensive set of distance learning materials, from educational videos to existing external manuals. Finally, we'll connect farmers to both private and public extension officers via Farm Help, our digital questions and answers model. Businesses will be able to better target their advertising. Upon registration, we'll ask users, farmers, to register their key interests and current locations. This will allow us to offer businesses highly targeted advertising. Also, through Farm Help, businesses will be able to connect to farmers digitally, generating more sales leads. We want to facilitate the direct sales of goods and services on the platform. In other words, we want to take a market that is currently exclusively offline and take it online, bit by bit. We're building a marketplace that doesn't look like a marketplace. Instead of a regular e-commerce site, suppliers will interact with clients by providing high-quality content and services. Long term, we also envision integrating more advanced data-driven solutions. For example, we're convinced that our data will be useful as an alternative data source for financial service providers that they'll use, for example, within their credit scoring models. We have great traction on a series of educational videos that we've released since September last year. With over 25,000 subscribers on social media and our mailing list, we think this confirms the appetite of farmers for rich digital content. Interest from the business sector is also steadily increasing. We have 3 MOUs with private sector actors at this moment, 2 input suppliers and 1 financial service provider. and we're negotiating MOUs with several other actors. In terms of partnerships, we have active collaborations with the Agricultural University of Georgia and Wageningen University in the Netherlands, which is the world's #1 agricultural university. And lastly, we have a proven ability to raise non-profit funding. And although we don't want to be dependent on non-profit funding going forward, it can significantly leverage our impact. For example, by financing additional distance learning materials. Let me give you an example of how Traktor can lead to increased interactions and transactions between farmers and the businesses that serve them. An input supplier, for example a sapling producer, decides to use Traktor to boost sales. To do so, they produce an educational video to promote their business. The video shows farmers a useful technique, but at the same time it allows farmers to connect to that business, allowing the business to convert sales inquiries from farmers into actual sales leads. Advertisements can further drive sales. For example, the business could use Traktor to target an audience, filtering for highly relevant indicators like location down to the village level, produced crops, or plot size. Now, this is already working. For example, in April, we released a video on walnut tree planting. Within 2 weeks, the video resulted into over 500 sales inquiries from our users. Sales inquiries that we forwarded to the farmer featured in the video, who was also a sapling producer. As a result, this producer sold over 10,000 tree saplings as a direct result of the video, generating $80,000 in sales. An average farmer in Georgia generates almost $2,500 per year. He spends around a third of that on inputs and services and has an average loan of $870. From that, we project we can generate up to $3.50 in average revenue per user by 2020, with strong year-on-year growth. Now, as mentioned previously, Georgia might be ahead in terms of internet penetration, but that won't be the case for much longer. Globally, our total addressable market consists of over 500 million farmers connected to the internet in emerging markets by 2020. In emerging markets, many competitors focus on helping farmers sell their produce through either business-to-consumer or business-to-business marketplaces. Examples of these include Sikumis in Indonesia and M-Farm in Africa. Now, at a first glance, this approach seems to make sense, as for farmers in emerging markets, selling their products is one of the foremost challenges they face. However, we think there are significant problems to this approach, as a digital marketplace cannot fix structural challenges within infrastructure. Even in the US, farm-to-table apps like Grub Market or Golden Eggs are currently struggling with their business model. Information services like RML in India or 8 Villages in Indonesia are probably more aligned with our model. However, their delivery models are still heavily based on the use of SMS and IVR, having started years back in environments that were, at that point in time, still very low bandwidth. Traktor distinguishes itself in being first to market with a fully online mobile approach. Additionally, we'll also place a heavy focus on partnerships. For example, we're currently working with Aware to deliver advanced weather-based insights. Future partnerships could include Soil Cares, which is developing high-quality, low-cost soil tests for smaller farmers in emerging markets. Very quickly, with regards to applications active in the US or in the EU, these target the needs of larger, professionally managed farms. In other words, they offer advanced farm management solutions, which are generally not applicable to address the needs of emerging market farmers, and we don't really consider them as direct competitors. In terms of social impact, our primary focus areas are poverty reduction, sustainability, and financial inclusion. We're convinced that better learning and better decision support will help farmers improve the quality and quantity of their output, thereby improving their livelihoods. At the same time, it will offer an effective channel to transmit sustainable production processes. And thirdly, data analytical services that we want to provide to financial service providers will help them extend more loans to more farmers. We have a diverse team with both the local know-how to pilot this in Georgia, as well as the international experience and track record to scale this to other markets in case of a successful pilot. For the past 3 years, the management team behind Traktor has led Elva, a social enterprise based in Georgia, active in over 12 countries worldwide. Elva has implemented IT platforms for data collection and analysis in a range of emerging markets for a growing number of international organizations. We are currently raising $125,000 to test our product and revenue model assumptions in Georgia over the course of 2017. Our key aims are to acquire 15,000 monthly active users and generate $25,000 in revenue before the end of 2017. Thank you very much for your attention.